Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mattel San Diego Comic-Con exclusive DC Vertigo Comics Death. Death is one of those surprise exclusives, I think, for the convention this year, because she's not an action figure, part of the DC Universe Classics line. I think many folks were expecting to see another DC Universe exclusive this year, but instead we get this piece that is much more akin to a statue. Now, Death comes inside of this really nice looking mailer box. It's mostly black, but it's got some really cool white artwork on the front of Death's face. And on the other side of it, we've got the image of the Ankh that she wears around her neck. And when you open up that mailer box, you get this really beautiful looking window box on the inside that is adorned with artwork by artist Jill Thompson from Vertigo. I really like the artwork on this box, and I think it makes this piece look extra special. Alright, so taking a look at the character outside of the packaging. The sculpt is really nice on this figure. She looks pretty, but also looks like she's got a little bit of an attitude too, especially the way she's got her hip popped out with her arm on her hip there. But I love the way that the hair flows over one of the eyes, and you can see the great paint job in the face there. Her skin tone is all that really light gray, but it does have a little bit of shading on it. And then the outfit she's wearing is just a straight black, but the pants she's wearing does kind of have a leathery look to it, as it is a shinier paint than the upper body piece, and of course the boots are much more of a matte finish as well. So it is a really beautiful looking piece. Around her neck she's got a real necklace on. She's got the Ankh symbol on a real piece of string that hangs over her neck there. So there's a lot of nice little details that help to really make this stand out as a pretty looking statue. Now, I will say that again, it's a statue, it's not an action figure. This is the stuff that I find kind of strange about the whole thing. She's really lightweight. She's hollow feeling. She's lighter weight than an action figure, and she is made of plastic, so she's not like a resin or anything like that. The other thing that I find a little strange about it is she does feature a little bit of articulation. Her head is able to turn left and right. She has a waist cut, so she can swivel the waist left and right. And then her arms can move up and down. Personally, I don't understand the reason for this articulation, because aside from posing her in the standard pose with her hands on her hips, she doesn't look good. You can either raise her right arm up and she can look like she's doing the Hulk Hogan taunt, or you can raise her arms both up at the same time and she just kind of looks like she's voguing. Yeah, none of these poses look good, so I feel that the articulation was completely unnecessary here. Now, Death does come with a display base. It's shaped like a skull, and it's a really cool looking sculpt, but it is all just one solid color, so there's no extra paint apps or details going on there. There's two pegs on the top, and then she's got the two peg holes on the feet, so she can pop on there, and she does hold nice and tight, and that way she's got a nice little display base to stand on. Now, the figurine by itself already stands 8 inches tall, so she's massively out of scale with the DC Universe Classics figures. Putting her on this stand adds at least another inch to that height. So she towers over your DC Universe Classics collection. And I'm honestly not real sure why we didn't just get a Death action figure instead of this piece. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the upcoming San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, Death. The figurine stands 8 inches tall. She's basically a statue with very minimal articulation. She does have a really beautiful sculpt, so if you're a fan of this character, I would definitely recommend maybe checking this out and adding it to your collection. She looks much nicer in the package, though, I will say that. And it's a really beautifully done package, so you can fully see the figure within in that window box. It might be something you want to consider doing, is just posing or displayed on your shelf inside that box. But if you're looking for an action figure or looking for something to add to your DC Universe Classics collection, this is probably not the piece for you. Death will be available at the Mattel booth at San Diego Comic-Con 2012 in July, and a small assortment of them will also be available on MattyCollector.com sometime following the event. Until next time,